everyone, welcome back to the channel. Had a day off. Yesterday was a struggle. Don't know why, just was. But today we're back, we're happy again, it's all good. So, how are we all feeling? That's the question. I'm definitely not feeling like that, but I'm kind of starting to feel like that. Yeah. I'm so tired all the time, and I'm not even doing anything. Crazy. So today I'm going to talk to you about medication. Grab some tea, grab some toast. Let's get into the video. I'd just like to let you know that my tan will be back. I look so pale at the minute. My hands, I thought were going to fall off yesterday because they were so dry. My nails are already starting to grow out, and I've just realised how bad my roots are. And it's day 4. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm just going to stay chill. If anyone wants to let me know how to make like a quarter of a tub of pomade last 12 weeks, put it in the comments below. If anyone would like to send me some tan, you know, little gift, that would also be great. Okay, so before I show you my medication, I don't want this to be like a sympathy thing where everyone all of a sudden is like, oh no, Millie actually does take a lot of medication. Like, I don't want that at all because I don't see it as that. Over the years, I have struggled with the fact that I take a lot of medication, especially because, you know, I love a good sleepover with my friends, and I always used to feel like I was the odd one out, because of the fact that I'd have to, you know, get my medication out, start doing it in front of them all, especially after being diagnosed with diabetes as well, like getting a needle out to jab yourself in the leg just before you go to bed isn't always that fun, but it's just one of those. So yeah, I don't want this to be, oh, give Millie a sympathy card, because that's not what it is at all. I'm just letting you know what I take, because for each CF patient it is different. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to show you is Fluclox. Now, sorry if you're my really, really close friends, because you will know all these, but just go with the flow, you know, it's chill. Flucloxacillin. So I take this twice a day, morning and night, 2 tablets. I've had a bit of a cough at the minute, so I messaged my nurse, said, hi, got a cough, a bit worrying, you know, coronavirus. And she was like, oh right, okay, blah, blah, blah. Did some tests, turned out I had a thing called Staphylococcus. I think that's the right word. Defo. Staphylococcus, Staphylococcus. Staph. It's called staph. So that just means that I need to double the dose and take 4 twice a day, which is fine. They're not that big. Sometimes people see my medication and go, oh my god, how do you swallow that? And I'm like, practice. So that's the size of them. They're not big at all, but it does help that I've been doing it since I can remember. Second thing is my ursodeoxychloric acid. Now, I never say that, that's why I just had to read it off the box. This is my urso. So this is my Flucloxacillin, known as Fluclox, and this is my ursodeoxychloric acid, known as urso, because who wants to say those big words? This is for my liver. Just little white tablets like that. Again, I take 2, morning and night. Nothing special. Clues in the name, acid helps the liver. So yeah. Next thing is Paravit. These are little special things because they're basically a vitamin that covers all the vitamins. So basically, I used to take vitamin E, vitamin K. I used to take one called Menadol. This is racking my brains because it was quite a while ago. I think that was it. So yeah, 3 different vitamins. 2 of them used to be like the jelly ones, and the Menadol used to be like a little powder capsule. But like remembering 3 bottles of vitamins and like what they do and when you take them, again morning and night, was just really difficult. So they gave me Paravit CF, which is basically a mixture of all 3, and they're quite big for vitamins, quite chunky. But again, I just take 2 of them once a day, and that sorts me out. Staying on vitamins, I also take Fultium. When I first went on these, I used to call them my mermaid tablets, because they're this tiny, tiny tablet that literally looks like the sea. Yep. So, Fultium is basically just sunlight in a tablet. Like most of the people in Great Britain, our vitamin D is usually quite low, but for some reason mine is even lower, so that just makes sure it doesn't drop too low. And the last tablet is, oh, it's not the last tablet, I'm lying. This is a Metrazole, which is a gastro-resistant tablet. It was to do with my Creon. Now, most people know what my Creon is. So these are just the brown pills that I take whenever I eat, because with CF you can't digest your food. So you have to take a thing called Creon capsules. You have to take 30 a day. I know that sounds like a lot, but you take them every time you eat. And you also work it out 1 tablet per 4 grams of fat. So if you think about it, it's quite easy to get up to 30. So yeah, they digest my food. A few of my friends will know that if I have forgotten my Creon, which is very rare these days, but when I was in primary school, high school, I used to forget them quite a bit, just because I'd forget to put them in the bag, and also going from mums to dads, I'd sometimes forget them. But if I don't take them, ... can't digest my food equals, I think you all know. Those are all the tablets. Next, I'm moving on to my nebulizer. So, when I was little, I used to have this massive machine with a big tube coming out of it. They were this really loud thing that would take absolutely ages. And then they figured they could just give me an eye neb. So I've had that for probably coming up 10 years. And it still works. So, you know, it's all good. But I take 3 different things through there. I'm meant to take 3 different things. Sometimes, I'm going to be honest, don't. But that is my own issue. I am trying to overcome that. And yeah. So what I should take through it is something called Promixin, which is an antibiotic. And that goes in my grey chamber. Ooh. Then I should also take something called DNase, which goes in this green chamber. Ooh. DNase is a thinning medicine. It thins the mucus and just helps it come up easier. Oh, the cough is annoying today. And then the one that's already in the nebulizer is my purple chamber. Ooh, which I put saline in. And that is an irritant. It's not an irritant, it's just saline water, so salty water. And it basically irritates my lungs and brings up the mucus. So yeah, that's my nebulizer. Last thing, in 2018, so we're going back 2 years now, I was in a production, a revival of Little Women that I'd done with my dance academy. I wasn't feeling great, not gonna lie to you. Opening night, how old was I? 15, and wasn't feeling well, so ploughed through, because that's what Millie always does. She ploughs through until she collapses. So got through Act 1, ran to the bathroom and started coughing up blood. Now, it wasn't actual blood, but it was blood in my mucus. And the hospital always says if that ever happens, you need to go up to the hospital straight away. So me being me, wanted to finish the show. Don't know why I did that. So, didn't have a lot to do in Act 2. So got to the end of the show and literally did my bow and ran into the car, went off to A&E, pretty much. I was still coughing up bits of blood in my mucus, but it wasn't as bad as the initial coughing up of the blood. Which then ended in me staying in hospital for about 5 days, I think it was. And at the time, I was having tests to just check on, my glucose levels. But they do test your glucose levels every year. And mine had come back different to like the previous years. So they were doing follow-up tests, and it turned out that I had CF-related diabetes, which is basically when your lungs aren't very well, your sugar levels go up, and you basically need to take your insulin, not a lot of insulin at all, it's just once a day, to bring them back down. So, when your lungs are fine, it'll be better, and when they're not so good, it'll be worse. But, all you have to do is take insulin once a day, check your bloods, and that's about it. It's nothing major. So, this is my insulin that I take, Levemir, and it looks like this. A pen, open pen, this is the insulin inside here, and all you do with that is stick a needle on, like so, and just pop it into either your leg or your stomach. And yeah, learning how to do that was quite hard, I'm not going to lie to you. But there we go, 2 years later, we're fine. Some of you may or may not know that tablets isn't the only thing that I have to take. If I do get poorly, sometimes I have a 2-week course of oral antibiotics, which are usually just either tablets, one type of antibiotic or 2 types of antibiotics that I take for probably about 2 weeks, as well as everything else. If I've got a cough or if I've got a cold, just to clear it up a bit quicker. And also I have a thing called a portacaf. Now, a portacaf is a small metal disc that has a bit of rubber over the middle, and it sits under the skin. So mine is just here, under my left arm, because they wouldn't put it under my right, because at the time I was 11 and they didn't want it to impact school and my writing. But basically that gets accessed every month for a flush, which is just a saline liquid and a heparin liquid. The saline flushes it out, makes sure it's all clean. The heparin liquid just makes sure there's no bits of blood in there, no clots in there, no blockages. But yeah, that gets accessed every month for that, and then also gets accessed every 3 to 4 months for a 2-week course of antibiotics. So these are my IV antibiotics. I will insert a picture of my portacaf and of my antibiotics as well. I usually have 3. No, I don't. I have 2. Ceftazidime, which smells like cat pee, not gonna lie. Comes in just a syringe, and you just hook it up to the portacaf and push it in. And I also have something called tobramycin, which comes in like a balloon form. If you've seen it, it is a lot easier to describe, that's why I'm going to insert a picture. But it's like in a plastic casing, a balloon, and you basically hook it up, and after half an hour, 45 minutes, it goes down. So it's quite a clever thing. It does mean, however, I have a gripper needle in my side for 2 weeks, which is what it says on the tin, a needle. I can't feel it, so it doesn't cause me pain for 2 weeks. It just means that it can't come out because the gripper needle actually goes in and the rubber grips onto it so it can't fall out, which is quite clever. So yeah, that is basically all of my drugs that I take. If I wasn't able to take them, I don't know where I'd be right now. So yeah, they're quite important really. I hope I've not bored you with that video. I just thought it was quite an interesting video to make, as not a lot of people know about the drugs that CF people make. Because it is an invisible disability, people just think I'm fine, you know what I mean? So yeah, stay safe. I hope you're all looking after yourself and don't forget to wash your hands.